celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the goal to protect human rights. Scooter Mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want Scooter Mom to show a small channel, instead of clips and links, since you were making clips and sharing links, it's easy to do. Whether you protest and or watch that needs you.
Oops, hold on. Hi, welcome in. Oh boy, so welcome in everyone, good to see you. Cricket, welcome back. I hope you had a good rest. And before I forget to say it, everyone, when she gets here, please welcome my latest and newest mod, Pinche Becky. Now, have some patience with her because I'm not sure how much modding she's done before, but I trust that you will all be very warm and welcoming to her. And I mean, she's been here before, but as a mod, you know. And yes, the camera has changed position yet again. I'm not entirely sure how comfortable I am with it being as close as it is to my face, but at least this way I can see you, I can look at you, sort of, and I can look at the chat, and I'm not moving around too much. Or my eyes aren't moving around too much. So, hello Becky, welcome in. And everyone, I know I don't have to worry about those of you that I am seeing here right now, but please note the pinned comment. I tried to be creative with it. Hey Sin, welcome in. Good to see you. You are missed, lady. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start with the typical blurb that I do at the beginning. And then I'm going to say some new stuff. And we can chat if you want. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Scooter Report, where we feature the anti-Scientology channels with less than 1.5k subs. I am happy to have you here. The purpose of this show is to boost positive attention to the smaller channels in the anti-Scientology community. If they are working to end the abuses of Scientology and not end others in the community, I would like to feature that work. And I hope you are all doing well. Oh, Sin, you had the nerve block on your back? Oh, well, yeah, rest up, hon. If it's like me, I imagine you are having a little bit of a flare, so definitely take it easy, rest yourself, and enjoy. So as you can probably see, I'm still having some issues with the background. I have the green screen, and it's even tucked over the back of my backrest because it was showing and it was being weird, and so but I need the backrest. So you know, I'm doing the best I can, so just bear with me. I guess it's just a super sensitive webcam. Okay, so here's the stuff that we're going to discuss, and I just need to move my mouse so I can scroll. Well, we might need to discuss. You guys might be fine with whatever I'm about to say. So, we'll see. And feel free to politely, because after all, this is a Canadian channel, politely express your thoughts in the chat. Oh, I'm not there yet. Oh, okay. Sorry, Cricket. Never mind. Ignore that. Okay. So I have been doing some thinking about this community over the last while regarding the factions or sides, whatever you want to call it. I don't like division. We miss out on important stuff when we ignore other people. I said that when people were trying to cancel Aaron, and it wasn't taken very well by some, but it continues to be how I feel. If there's some important information, it would be great if I could read my own notes, and they are typewritten. Uh, if there's important information flowing that we are not necessarily getting, that's not going to do the movement any good. So you may start to see clips here from people or channels that I haven't shared much for a while or at all. As always, I will be careful about making sure that people I share are not attacking others in the community. They may, however, be more friendly with some people that some of us don't associate with. As well, as I find some channels that aren't part of this community but cover things that affect this community or have information that we may find useful, I'm going to share some of it. It likely won't happen all the time because I don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of other things besides Scientology. Like, I literally have to block the time out. But sometimes it will happen. For example, today, I have clips from two much larger channels that cover their views of Scientology. Some of you may know these channels, some may not. It's just another way of getting more eyes on the subject, since I will also be linking those channels as I do with every channel that I share. So they might get a notification that they have been tagged. So, that having been said, let's get going. And if you have comments, please feel free to share them. And not too many of you have been known to stay quiet about your feelings in a nice way. So I don't expect you to do that now. And thank you, Jen, for always posting the rules and putting up the links to the channels that I'm going to be sharing for today. And my other mods will be watching the behavior in the chat. Not that that's a hard job, because you guys are always really well behaved. And they will, as Cricket has already started doing, they will be putting up links to channels that they know people have. If they're not sure if you have a channel, they might check. Yeah, I know, Sin. They might check, but feel free to let them know, because, you know, it changes. Sometimes people start out not ever planning to have a channel, and then sometimes, lo and behold, a few months down the road, they're like, I think I want to have a channel. I mean, that's literally what I did. So, I know it happens. I hope that you guys are okay with my plans about expanding some of the channels that I'm covering. And as I always do say, like who you like and watch who you want to watch. I am just putting the information out there so that we have good information. I'm not going to share gossip. I'm not going to share people trashing each other. That's not going to change. But if they have good information or a worthwhile discussion, then yeah, I'll share it. It's out there on YouTube anyway. So, since I'm not seeing any comments about that, I'm assuming that you're all good. Becky, you haven't been to mod school, so for today you'll watch the pros. No worries, Becky. And if you like, I will try to set aside some time and kind of walk you through it. Because, you know, that's what we do, right? We learn something and we help each other, right? So, and I'm quite sure that any of my current mods would be happy to help you if I don't get to it. So please feel free to ask. Okay. So, but that also means that since Becky is going to be chatting and not so much posting links or what have you, I'm pretty sure she's already learned how to do timeouts and hiding channels, which, by the way, is a last resort. But since I know she knows how to do that already because she's done it on her own channel, that just means she will be that much more able to leap on it if necessary, which it never has been so far on this channel, and I would like that to continue. Just saying. Okay, and I am talking with my hands even though you can't see them, so if I'm moving around a lot, that's why. Oh, Sin. You know what? I am still an introvert, and I am much more comfortable being behind the camera than in front of it. I don't think that is ever going to change, but I'm very comfortable with the people that I see on a regular basis. So, and that's typical of most introverts, whether I see them in person or I see them in a chat. It's just easier. I didn't say shy. I said I'm an introvert, Buttercup. And yes, I really am. But I was raised by two extroverts. Like extroverts as in they were literally performers. So they didn't understand. This was also back in the 60s and the 70s. They did not understand introverts and extroverts. So I was constantly being encouraged to be sociable. So I am good at putting on the extrovert mask, but it's exhausting. So I don't do it very often. Anyway, I see some encouraging words happening in the chat for Becky, as I knew they would, so thank you very much. That is fantastic. And you know what, Becky? I had Sin and Jen teach me, and I literally left the chat for a moment to look for something, and I came back to discover I had a wrench. So, listen, at least I asked you before I gave you the wrench. Yes, Sin, you did. You literally had to drag me kicking and screaming. And I am falling down in my duties here on bringing up comments. So my apologies to anyone who might be driving and listening to this. Not that me bringing up the comment is really going to help you, but Sin said, y'all don't understand. I had to drag Scooter on the air kicking and screaming. This is the same person who couldn't figure out how to make her microphone work. Now, that's not entirely true, Sin. I just forgot that I had muted. And I did not remember until a few minutes of trying everything else troubleshooting, okay? All right, let's get on with the show. That's enough about me. Okay, so first up we have Eyes to See. Yes, Jen, you did throw that bad boy at me. And then I learned to twirl it at Papa. Yes, first up we have Eyes to See. Eyes covers an article from the mid 90s discussing Scientology's reputation, history, and number of court cases. So let's take a look.
People that were blowing the whistle and nothing happened. Don't you guys wonder why that is? A key link in the chain of events was a German Supreme Federal Labor Court decision stating that Scientology's claim to be a religious community was only a pretext for pursuing business interests. It is insufficient for a group to proclaim its...
Sorry, I don't know what happened with that clip. That was coming through a little weird. Let me give it another try. Just give me a second. Those computer thetans, they're trying new tricks. Back to the beginning. Let's share it again. And where did it go? It was just here. There it is. It moved. Okay. Take two.
These people that were blowing the whistle and nothing happened. Don't you guys wonder why that is? A key link in the chain of events was a German Supreme Federal Labor Court decision stating that Scientology's claim to be a religious community was only a pretext for pursuing business interests. It is insufficient for a group to proclaim itself a religious community. The spiritual content and appearance of the community should reflect religious nature. With the Church of Scientology, this is not the case. In reality, it is engaged in trade, heavily commercialized. AP report, March 22nd, 1995. Scientology lost at least 3 more court decisions dealing with engaging public advertising and personality.
So, it's not what I would call new information, at least not to most of us, but it does show that this is not new at all. Becky. That's funny. Okay, so, yes, moving right along. Let me keep track of where I'm at. Mona Fat Grammy on Scientology Crimes shared important information regarding the law firm of Andrews and Thornton. This is going to be mostly for survivors of Scientology, but it's important for everyone to share it, even if you're a never in and don't technically have a channel, because everybody actually does have a channel if they have an account. You can do this by putting it on a post on your account and on other social media accounts that you may have. And see, this is why I prefer to have Jen posting the links to the sorry, give me a sec here. Trying to do one too many things. Literally, links to the clips I'm going to show you, because I can't keep track of what I'm supposed to be doing.
Here's a screenshot for those that want to send out information about the sexual abuse, sexual assault, exploitation, and cover-up of sexual abuses and crimes in Scientology. So screenshot this, send it out, Reach out, help is here. I know you're telling your stories, you're giving your experience, and yes, that's healing, but they cannot reach out to you. You need to reach out to them. 2 reasons. One, it's completely unethical for them to scour the webs to find quote unquote victims. But 2, it's illegal in most states for them to do it. Do you want to see justice? Do you want to see change? Here's the information. Let's make it happen. Let's send this out.
And thankfully, I did not even have to clip that one because Fat Grammy just made it just barely over a minute long. And I hate calling her Fat Grammy. I really do. I know that she chose that name, but it's just the word fat bothers me to no end. Might have something to do with my own personal issues, I'm just saying. But yeah. Anyway. So please make sure to, yes, Hitzel, my computer thetans are very active today. And welcome in. Okay, where was I? Oh, I don't even know what I was about to say. It's that kind of a brain day. I don't know what it was. It's gone. Anyway, Afila sent me a short titled Scientology Sydney Dianetics 75th Anniversary. So let's take a look at that.
One of the most dangerous men on the face of the earth.
It was very short, even for a short. I think the reference was that Scientology is the danger. But it did not come with an explanation. And I mean, I'm just saying, sometimes my brain does not make the connection like it should. However, I'm still showing it because it's Scientology. I feel it fits into my categories, and I support her. Okay, so, and I even put in my notes, that was short and sweet. So at least I agree with myself. Next up is one of the bigger channels that I spoke about earlier, and it is called Coffee and Cults. I'm reading my notes because I can't remember them all. YouTube pushed her channel at me in my feed, and for once I'm grateful. I did a deep dive on her channel, watching all kinds of videos to take a break from Scientology. But guess what I found? Scientology. So have a look at this clip and make sure to check out the channel. Ash does a great job doing deep dives on TV shows and various celebrities. And I have not known, or I haven't noticed any punches being pulled. So
over the last several decades. Scientologists claim they are saving the planet, and they all fanatically agree.
Okay.
Their most important member, who is leading them in this endeavor, is the box office star Tom Cruise. Scientology is infamous around the world.
Okay, you know that that's driving me nuts, right?
For its strict rules, ruthless methods, treatment of its own members, and closely guarded questionable beliefs. Scientology's beliefs are so bizarre that when they were first explained in the media, a message had to be affixed to the screen to let viewers know that they
Seriously.
really were the beliefs of Scientologists.
All right, you know what? Give me a second. It's driving me nuts.
Members over the last several decades.
And that didn't help.
Scientologists claim they are saving the planet, and they
Where were we?
so bizarre that when they were first explained in the media, a message had to be affixed to the screen to let viewers know that they really were the beliefs of Scientology.
I have nothing else I can shut down right now.
With the evolution of the internet, former practicing Scientologists have been able to share their horror stories, with scores of former members speaking out.
I don't think so, Sin. The guiltiest party is out.
Of the alleged abuse and atrocities they endured.
I probably should have rebooted this computer before 6 o'clock today.
With many only being able to break free from the
Hi, Brian. Oh, this is painful. Okay. Sorry, folks. I do apologize. I knew things were going too smoothly through the day. My apologies. I'm going to set a reminder to reboot the computer at least half an hour before the Scooter Report each Monday, if I haven't done it already. Because I don't know how you're feeling, but it's frustrating me to no end right now. So my apologies. I know I'm not supposed to keep talking about it, but hello, it's like right there in front of us all. So bear with me for today because I can't reboot now that we are live, but I will try to remember to do it from now on. And we'll just have to deal with it for now. Fraudy, I don't think I said hi to you, so hello. And Brian, I said hi to you on one of the computer Thetan takeovers there. So welcome in. At any rate, we will try to muddle through, and I hope that you guys will continue to have your patience with me. but it's part of the channel's charm. Thanks, Becky. I'm not entirely sure everyone would agree with you on that. Tech issues do happen. That is true, Brian. It's just, hi, peace, love, sunshine. Oops, sorry. Wrong comment. There we go. Hi, Cinderella. Tech issues do happen, and yes, I do try to go with the flow, except when it stutters like that. You'll see, Brian, because I have a feeling it's not going to stop now. Eric, I am so sorry. I did see you there in the chat, but no, I apologize. I didn't say hi to you. So hello, Eric Levitt. Welcome in from Culver City, California. Okay. Yeah, Afila, I should reboot every day. I just kind of, well, I have mentioned that I have frequent brain farts, right? And also, I just kind of get lazy about it. So, okay, so let's just try to muddle through for today, and I will endeavor to do my best from now on. Okay, where was I? Okay, so anyway, I did comment on Ash's video that's Coffee and Cults, and she had a chuckle over my name. Yes, Sin. Because I commented from my Scooter Mom account. So I took the opportunity to tell her that I was a member of this community. She did not reply to that, but that's okay. Hopefully she took note of my explanation, and maybe she'll say something about it later on if she does another Scientology associated video. And I'm thinking that maybe that's something that we can all try to do. We don't all have to put Scientology in our names. But we can, when we're making comments on Scientology, comment outside of this specific community. We can point out maybe the F-Sciento site, maybe that there is a community. I didn't mention the F-Sciento site, so that's, that's on me. But you never know. If we mention it, get the word out to larger channels around YouTube. And I am not the only one thinking this way, by the way, and you will see what I mean by that, hopefully, if the computer thetans let me, later on in the show. So anyway, I'm just thinking of ways to broaden our reach. Hello, Miss Kim, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, so the other big channel this week is, of course, Joy Villa. A lot of us have been talking about her over the last week or so, and some of you might have guessed that she might be one of the channels I was speaking of earlier. But since she recently announced that she's done with Scientology and did a long but informative video about it, and I'm not all the way through it, I acknowledge that. Hi, Big Chief. I thought I would share with you. Now, we already know that the computer thetans are running wild today, so hopefully we can get through the clip. She is very vocal about her Christianity, and I realize that may be hard for some people, so feel free to, steer clear if that's not your thing. I do understand that some people do have religious trauma, and I wouldn't want to push that on you. But I did want to share a little bit. Crossing my fingers.
And we're just going to jump right into it. So I left Scientology. I'm no longer a Scientologist. And I have been sharing about my journey for the last year and a half, my spiritual journey. So I've used terms like witchcraft, Luciferian, Hollywood cult, New Age. You know, the Lord is so good because I asked Him, please put the words in my mouth that you want me to say. Please work through me. And I just feel this like unreal sense of joy, no pun intended, sharing this with you, because I've been holding it back for a long time. I've been writing my memoir and my book. I also know I will get a lot of hate. I will get attacked. My family will get attacked, because if you don't know, Scientology is a dangerous
So clearly the computer Thetans didn't want to listen. No, Cinderella. Thank you, Cricket. I did put the clip link above, and now Cricket has put the link to Joy Villa's channel. So and now Jen is there too. Jen, I'm assuming you had to step away for a sec, and that's cool. So making sure that Joy Villa's link is in the chat has not been an issue today. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now, back to our community. Pup Groomer was out in Vegas this weekend. In fact, she literally just got home a little while ago. And she met up with Eric Rader for some flyer postering. And I wanted to give you a little look at that. She'll be putting them in her Dropbox soon when she gets home. And, well, she is home, but after she gets some rest. So take a quick look, and please pay attention to little Miss Mona, who's not really that little, but she's Mona.
Very interesting there.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if there's a mouse in there.
My schnauzer just taught her about mousing.
Have a horrible relationship.
There we go. It ain't gonna be perfect. We just want the word out.
Very interesting there.
Oh, yeah.
Did I let that continue looping? Sorry. See? I can only do one thing at a time properly. Anyway, don't you just love little Miss Mona's boots to protect her paws from the hot sidewalk? I just thought they were absolutely adorable. I could, as many of us will agree, I could watch Mona all the time. No issues. I can listen to her snore. She's the only one I want to hear snoring. Well, I mean, if Biscuit ever starts snoring, I'll probably enjoy that too. But yeah. Hi, Tom. Welcome. So anyway. Yes, so that was Mona with her wonderful little boots. Oh, and Jen putting up flyers on the poles. We can see what my real priority was there. So anyway, now most of you already know the result of the Save the Garden campaign. But I wanted to share Brooke's video with you. So, because I'm sure that some of you might not have seen it yet. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. She has her boots and now she needs a parasol. Yes. Oh man, I could just... Okay, one of you artists out there, you need to draw that seriously and present it to Jen because she'll share it for sure. Okay, now I have to start over again because I lost where I was. Okay, so now I know all of you know the result of the Save the Garden campaign, but I wanted to share Brooke's video with you. So make sure to follow the link and watch the whole thing. There's still work to be done. Hi, Journey. Oh, gosh.
Everyone, we saved the garden. You know, for over a year and a half, the Church of Scientology has been negotiating with the city of Clearwater about 3 properties and to ultimately convince them to vacate and sell the first property, South Garden Avenue. And the public only heard about it a few months ago when the city created 2 agenda items to be voted on. The first agenda item was ID 9812-25, and that was a request to vacate or give up South Garden Avenue. And the second agenda item was ID 25-0263, and that was ultimately to declare as surplus and sell the property to the Church of Scientology. It was Mike Mastrisario who brought it to Kelly Meyer's attention, who then brought it to my wife's attention, who then brought it to my attention. And I want you to think about that. This incredible Save the Garden.
That was the actual end of the clip. So if it has to buffer there, that's okay. Okay. So please, yeah, make sure to go watch the whole video if you haven't seen it yet. And by the way, can I just say I am really impressed with Brooks. He has some really good composure, and I'm for sure convinced, well, I know, because I know myself, that had I been in his shoes, putting up with Ryan Cotton and his condescending tone a week or so, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, recently, I would have lost my ever-loving mind on him. So yeah, I do not have anything but all kinds of flowers for Brooks. And yeah, I realized as I was saying it that there's kind of a pun there with the flowers and save the garden. So, yay. Moving right along, SP Danny has decided to change the way he shares his his protesting videos. And I admit I'm a fan. Of course, that's because I expect it's going to save me some time. But I like that he's changing things up a bit. So have a look at what he said as soon as I bring it up. And that's not it. No, that's not it. There it is. Oh, I know why. Sorry, Jen, I skipped. I'll go back to that one next. The link is now in the chat anyway for the next one, but let's do SP Danny because I already said my piece about him, and then I'll go back to Let's Go.
SP Danny here. I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to be like editing it and cutting it and stuff, and then I'm going to be posting it. It's probably going to be about like 10-15 minutes long of different clips and stuff throughout the night. It's Saturday night protesting. Usually it's Friday night protesting, but the crew got back from Hawaii yesterday, so it's Saturday night tonight, but we're going to have a good time. Go down there, see the whole crew, and it's going to be a good time, so let's go. Alright, we are actively on our way to the Saturday night protest. Gonna get there soon, and it's going to be a good time. Join me as we adventurize downtown Clearwater and interrogate all the Thetans. See you there. Everybody ready to let's go. Look how fast they're moving. Look how fast they're moving. Figured out.
So just a quick look. You'll have to go watch his video to see the whole thing. It also means that his videos are just in general likely to be much shorter. But hey, you know, it's a little different, and why not, right? I'm sure if he doesn't like the effect, he'll switch it out to something else. Hello, Style. Good to see you. And hi, Eyes. Good to see you. Okay, so please make sure that if you're not already following Danny, who only, last I looked, had 175 subs, that you do so. And that goes, of course, for everyone featured here. And Dusty was also out with the Clearwater crew on Saturday, and they surprised Scientology on a different day. So, oh crap, I did it again. Okay, sorry. Before I show you Dusty, I'm going to show you Let's Go because I skipped over it, and if I do that again, I'm going to keep doing it. So, let's go back to what I was going to tell you in the first place, which is next is a channel. Just ignore the blip. It's, you know, that I've been keeping an eye on for a while to be sure that it was one that I wanted to share with you. Carla Let's Go has been doing her own weekly updates in a different way than me. This past Sunday, she had a live panel where a lot of ideas were discussed, and I wanted to share some of them with you. So please have a look and watch the whole video for the whole discussion. And now I'm going to bring that up, and then we will follow with Dusty.
Need to put Scientology on your title. Right. And I saw a comment there regarding Natalie. Yes, I'm in communication with Natalie, you know, irregularly, regularly, whatever. And she's also stating in her lives, I show what people want me to show. Her show is more of a, you know, popular culture related, and she's showing the things that people want to see. And that's what she said. If I don't get mails, I don't get clips of things that people want to see, then I won't show them.
I did
So
send
if you
her
have,
yours, Carla.
I mean, there can be some exceptions, of course, that she doesn't want to platform certain people, whatever. Okay, but let's put that aside. Let's have the people that she's willing to platform. She will platform if you just send the clips, the videos. Carla just said that she had difficulties making one recap for a week. That is, of course, highly edited.
Even when it's not highly edited, it takes a lot of work. Okay. So, you get the gist of it. That clip just decided it was just going to be all kinds of uncooperative, so I apologize. Please follow the link. It's an almost 3-hour panel, so be prepared for that going into it, but it is worth a watch. I'm not saying that you have to watch every week. That's entirely up to you. But it was a good discussion. It was a fairly healthy discussion, and that's why I'm bringing it to you. So, that's all I'm going to say about it. Okay, so now we will go on to Dusty, who I already told you about, so I'm not going to say it again. I'm just going to try to show you the clip.
And SP Danny is here. He's riding around on his bicycle. At the moment.
Man, it's going really slowly too.
All by myself. Thank you. They're honking at you guys. They don't want you here anymore. We want our city back. Quit trying to buy it.
So, I've got to say, I just absolutely love Dusty, and he cracks me up. He just deadpan says some things that are so funny. Like, when he's out on concert nights, he tells people where Tom Cruise lives, and if they didn't like his last movie, feel free to knock on the door and ask for a refund. And now on Saturday he was saying, well, I'm sure that you probably actually heard him say it himself, that they want Scientology to stop buying up Clearwater. But the way that he just comes out with these things, I don't know if he thinks them through first, like comes up with something to say, or if they just come off the top of his head. Whatever way, it works. He cracks me up every single time. So I will continue to feature Dusty as long as he has 1.5k subs or less. And I will continue to enjoy it every time. Yes, eyes. It's funny. I don't know where he comes up with this stuff, but it is absolutely hilarious to me. Okay, so moving on. XeNews and Auditing Scientology KC were back in front of the org yesterday, and they were entertained by Awesome Matt while they were there. I am really hoping that you're going to be able to see this, and if not, that you will follow the link and watch it, because it was quite entertaining the whole time.
So now you're fine.
Oh, our 8 months are back again.
Yes, we missed you calling us religious bigots.
Do you come out to shatter suppression today?
Well, no.
Confront chatter?
I came out to just tell people that we're having religious bigotry. Religious bigotry, hate, and intolerance. So great.
Right.
Why are you so afraid of Scientology?
I'm not afraid of it. I'm not going to have anything to do with it.
Sure seems like you're afraid.
So if I weren't afraid, I would go in and take a personality test with Biodianetics. Go up the bridge.
No?
So, I have to say, Osamat definitely needs a refresher course on keeping his TRs in, and also on bull baiting. I think Ali was better at both than him. Just saying. Now, I just hope that you will go and watch, because Ali was just like perfect at letting it all just roll off her back and just firing back when she felt like it, and he was just not getting anywhere with them. Now, I had Pup put in links to both of their channels. I'm only showing you a clip from Ali's channel, because they both essentially were covering the same thing, just slightly different angles. But you will get a look at Osamat on both channels. If you haven't seen him yet, oh, he's such a peach. And if you need a refresher on Osamat, He was there at their Kansas version of the Winter Wonderland. That's what it's called. Anyway, I am so trying to stay Canadian right now because there's so many things that I could say and get right down in the mud about Osamat and what I think of him. But I'm trying really hard not to. So you can all just imagine. Yes. Yes, Style. It's so cute. I am happy to say that our Miss Kim was back out in Austin last week, and she has not lost her touch. Let's have a quick look at that before I scroll down my notes some more.
Aftermath Foundation and the SPTV Foundation will help you get an apartment and a car and a really good job. If you give them a call, they're online. And see, the door's still not fixed. They'll have to lock it or something. Yeah, it was for cameras for sure. You can make minimum wage out here and make so much more money than you're making now. All right, now they can't hear me. All right, let's get set up. Ooh, it's nice and breezy today, everybody. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna set you guys on. Let me check the chat first. Let me make sure I've got it on the right chat, which I don't. All messages. Okay. Hi. Yeah, I missed you guys too for sure.
So, yeah. Not just because I mod for her, but I absolutely love Miss Kim too. And she cracks me up. She's another one. Very off-the-cuff humor that just flies out the mouth and surprises me when I'm not expecting it. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if I was expecting it, but you know what I mean. She cracks me up. And yes, she does not back down. She is really good. So, and you know what? I really enjoy a lot of protesters. They all have different styles. I, as you all know, am an introvert, and I have a very different style too. I wish I could be like Miss Kim, but I'm not. And it wouldn't be me if I tried to copy her, and it would feel really uncomfortable, so I'm not even going to. But I think it's great that there is so much variety in the community. We don't all need to be the same, and we don't all need to do the same things at the same times in the same places. Hi, Moose on the Loose. Good to see you. I think the variety adds a certain level of entertainment on its own merit. I hope that made sense. It would be really boring if we were all exactly the same. So I love that everybody does it in their own way. I just don't like it when people yell insults at Scientologists, because whether you think so or not, and I think most of us do, they are human beings. And whether they chose to get into it on their own, or they were brought into it as children, or were fooled into joining as adults, not really looking at the validity of what they were being told. However they got into it, they're still human beings. And I realized that I'm on my soapbox, and I'm stepping down in just a second. But I think it's important that we remember that when we're dealing with them, because just as me, if someone is trying to convince me to do something, like leave or listen to what they're telling me, don't come at me with insults, because I will tune you out instantly, and I will not pay attention ever again, except to avoid you. But if you approach me pleasantly, or at least politely, I am more likely to listen to what it is you're trying to tell me. And I don't think that I'm so different from everyone else in that regard. My mother might think so, but I don't. Yes, eyes. Treat people with kindness. And maybe it's just, I was going to say maybe it's just the way I was raised, but I don't think that that's the case. I think it's just the way anyone would want to be approached. And thank you, Moose. Yeah, exactly. Treat them the way that you want to be treated. And I know that I have probably said that here before, but you know what? It bears repeating, so, and it's my show, so what? Anyway, now, Kirby's mom was out in Dublin recently, and she wanted to take a look and see how busy it was out there when there wasn't a special event going on. So let's take a look at what she discovered, and I'm sure that it's going to be a huge surprise to all of us.
So we see how people are coming in for these events. Even the woman who I was talking to, who went to the one of the Hindu events here, told me that she didn't think I could come in because even she herself was going to her own event, had to still register online. So they're getting people's details and they're getting them in, they're getting some revenue. Now for the children's events, they're giving it for free, they're giving the venue for free. A little creepy that for the adults, you register and pay though. So I just want to show you how quiet it is without the events, and how these events help their PR as well. So they can get their numbers up, they can get their reports in, saying about all these people who've come in. Now look at it, guys. I'll put the video up later, but I could just...
Wow. That was so busy, wasn't it? I just realized I'm missing a couple of tabs. Bear with me. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. And actually, while you're waiting for me, can you let me know, because like I said at the beginning of the show, the camera angle has changed yet again. And it's mostly an effort to force me to actually look at the camera, as opposed to looking past the camera. Because I have a tendency to do that, and I probably try honestly to forget that the camera is here. But I do like to engage with you, and that means that I should actually be looking at you from time to time. Or appear to be looking at you, because I don't actually see your faces this way. I don't see them when I look at the chat. Well, I do if you have them in your little icon thingy. But I'm just looking at your comments otherwise. Anyway, feel free to make a comment. As I said, I'm not entirely sure that I like it being quite this close to me. But it's something. Oh, thank you, Moose. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to, clearly, from my end of it. But anyway, I have my tabs ready, so here we go. So yes, Robert James sent me a short to share with you, so let's have a little look at it. And oh yes, this is what I do now. What was that? Angle is not just good, totally foxy. Cricket. You flirt. And we know that I am not Cricket's type, but I do absolutely adore you, Cricket. Okay, there we are. Just was not showing up where I was expecting it to be. All right, here is the short.
ACCs, there is one other type of lecture series. You would have heard about, called professional course lectures. Originally they were all that, okay? But at a certain point he starts doing
You're not going to get the gist of it today because the computer thetans. But please follow the link and hopefully you will get the gist of it there. No eyes, it's a new webcam. My daughter bought it for me for my birthday recently, and little secret, I had a moment without a brain fart and realized that I could put the webcam on the arm that I used for the mic with a little attachment. And so it's sitting up higher and closer than it was before. And this was all in an effort to stop it from shaking with the vibrations from the air conditioner. But hey, you know, if you like it, I guess it's staying here. It might adjust a little bit here and there because when I'm not actually on camera, it gets shoved out of the way. Hi Antics, welcome in. So to get it in the exact same position every time might be a little bit of an issue until I get used to it, but I will try. Okay, so finally we have the Journey 2020. And recently she gave an update on her map work, and this is like really great. So please, if the clip stutters too much, please go watch the whole video. Well, go watch it anyway, because she gives us a really good update.
So I wanted to share with you my discovery as I'm figuring out the maps myself. And I don't know if it's going to be different on my eye switching now. Different as a viewer, besides a visiting the map, versus me behind the scenes as a
Journey has trouble with cameras too.
Creator of the map. Let me show you what I mean. A couple things to show you. So this is the map, and it's uploaded form. When I add a layer, or
Seriously.
so
Okay. Please go watch the video. That clip did not do it justice. At least not the way it was playing for me. Anyway, we did go over a little bit today because I was determined to make sure that it wasn't a short show like it has been the last few weeks. Maybe I kind of overcorrected a little bit. But also, I really appreciate you all, actually, all of you, for sticking with me through the whole thing. So, yay. Thank you to everyone who sends me clips and links with timestamps. There are very few of you doing that right now. It makes it much easier to gather clips and links to show everyone. And then I only have to deal with the computer thetans and my notes. Special thanks to the mods who help me muddle through this on a regular basis. I appreciate you very, very much. Off topic, but Jin the Korean singer, you're going to see in July, has a variety show on YouTube, and Tom Cruise is going to be on it, like Mission Impossible. Oh. Kim, I think you will have to submit a link or a clip. Thank you very much, Eyes. I appreciate that. And you are all appreciated. Especially when my computer thetans attack. Thank you all for being here, for supporting me and all the small channels. Take care of each other. Have a good week. And, oh gosh, he's just... Tom Cruise is cuddling up to Chase Elliott from NASCAR. Well, again, I'm censoring myself. He's really trying to get himself out there. Yeah. I think he's trying really, really hard, A, not to become irrelevant, and because he knows that, crap, my green screen fell. And he knows his reputation is in the dumpster, I think, and B, he's got what, the 1000th episode or part of Mission Impossible coming out or is out, so you know he wants people to go watch it so he can make more money to put into Scientology. Hi, Fuzzy. Which reminds me, Club Brain Fog has been stuck at home. I have not forgotten her, even though she likes to stream at the same time as me on Mondays. But hopefully she will be mended soon and we'll be able to get back out there soon. Yeah, Kim. And so, Fuzzy, does that mean that Club Brain Fog has finished for the day? Because it just occurred to me that I should maybe suggest that we do a room raid, but somebody's going to have to tell me if there's anybody who's live right now, because I have absolutely no idea. Hey, Becky, welcome back. We're just wrapping it up, but in my usual fashion of having things in order, do we have anybody we can room raid? Thank you, Cinderella. That would be great. My apologies for the mess that you are seeing over here. Ignore it. We'll do this. While we wait to see if there is anybody live, I will continue with my statement of take care of each other, have a good week, and remember to like who you like, watch who you want to watch, because we're not in a cult. I had to move the camera over slightly so that, and you can still see it. Damn. Okay, how's this? She ended 17 minutes ago. Okay, I'm guessing there isn't anybody else live at this moment. No one is live. Okay, so no room rates today, but hopefully people will remind me in future weeks. Thank you, Fuzz. To room rate someone if there is anybody. It's kind of an odd time, I guess. But if we can room raid, we will room raid. And if we can't, then hopefully you'll still find other people. All right. So, again, take care, everyone. And don't join any cults. Take care. And we'll see you next time.
School the Mom celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the cult to protect human rights. School the Mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want School the Mom to show a small channel, send her clips and links, since you are making clips and sharing links is easy to do. Whether you protest